Welcome to Black Love Matters, where this serves as a therapy session for figuring out adulthood,
loving each other,
and find our inner Brock and Michelle.
or Jay-Z and Beyonce. Or in this episode, how about we go with Tracy Morgan and Megan Wollover? I be forgetting they've been together for a minute.
Yeah.
And she was with him when he went through that accident. Because he
Yeah.
almost died, didn't he?
He almost died.
Or he did die and came back from the dead. You know, wasn't it like, didn't like a semi hit him or
Yes,
something?
Walmart truck.
Oh, yeah, because he keeps saying that he's very rich now. But I was looking at him because he was on some show. Was it Deuces and Meryl?
Deuces and Meryl,
Oh,
yeah.
what did I say?
Deuces.
I messed that boy's name up every time. Deuces and Meryl, and he was just talking. He'd been changed.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, what's the old Negro song? I know I've been changed. The angels in heaven done signed my name.
Yep.
Absolutely. Because you could tell him he was coming with some, just relax everybody. Everybody just need to be grateful and relax. Because he got on some show called like the OG or something.
Mm-hmm.
And Tracy Morgan used to be on 1,000, right? He's still on 1,000, but it's a different level. He's like, we all just need to be about each other and love and community and blackness. That is my stance, and that's what I stand by. I think his show is called like The Last OG or something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking
called,
about?
like,
I think it was
Last
renewed
OG.
for a second season. I haven't watched it yet, though. I might have to support him.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to watch either because we've been busy.
You know, Tracy Morgan, his form of comedy, though, like, it's hard for me to watch him sometimes, because sometimes I'm like, am I laughing at him or with him? Just that, like, I mean, he makes money, right? So I know that's his thing, but you don't sometimes get that guilty feeling like, oh, Lord, is you okay?
Well, maybe it's a mixture of both.
And
That's
like, even now,
comedy.
especially after the accident, I'm like, oh, is you okay, brother? What's going on? Like, I can't tell. It's like that uncle that you play with, and then you play too much, then he try to get bouted. And he be like, oh, you mad?
Yes, I'm mad.
Oh, I didn't know you was mad. Because, you know, he get to talking,
Mm-hmm.
and he get to puffing up in the shit. That's what Tracy Morgan remind me of.
That uncle that just be like, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know the uncle who play. They want to play. They want to be down with the young kids. Until the young kids like clown they FUBU outfit.
Stupid.
And then they be like, this good outfit. And we be like, nah, it's whack. You young niggas don't know what whack is. That's why you poor. Like, that's what they'll say, something like that. And we
It
like,
sounds
low
like you
below.
speaking from personal experience.
Yep. You got any other things to say about Tracy Morgan and his wife?
No, I definitely think, he the GOAT when it comes to this. I like their love. She held it down, especially when this man's about to die.
Yeah.
He was talking about like in interviews and shit like that where I think he shitted on himself. And he was so embarrassed, and his wife had to clean him up because he had to relearn how to walk, talk, and all that
That's
stuff.
what you signed up for.
Yeah.
Right? For better or worse, for sickness and health, no matter what.
Right.
And, even though, he has money and insurance and all that, you have a nurse, some things as a wife or as a partner, husband, whatever it is, you got to step in, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got to be able to do it.
Right.
And some of you sorry Negroes out there can't even look down while your woman's giving birth. Don't even look down. Don't look below their eyes. Too much.
Don't worry, baby. I'm going to look down.
Look down. I want you to have a front
I'm going to
row.
hold it. I'm going to catch it.
You're going to catch it. It's a human.
I know. I just don't know if it's a boy or girl, so that's why I say it.
You're going to catch it.
I'm going to catch it.
Okay. Ready or not? Who is you?
I'm Nero.
And I'm Nyambi.
And this is episode 133? 133. 133.
133.
Yes, be sure to leave a 5-star rating and review on Apple Podcasts and on Stitcher, and follow us on all forms of social media at Black Love Matters. Remember, that's Black with no K. You got to check in?
Of course I got to check in.
What's going on?
So much. Y'all, we are like hanging on by a thread because we're in the process of like packing up an entire house and like leaving in 72 hours.
Right.
And for some reason, I thought we didn't have as much as we have. What is it though, Niram? What do you think is slowing us down?
A lot of shit.
Like, really?
Papers.
I think, is it the paper?
I
That's
think you lived in, basically.
Yeah.
You know how you live in a place, especially when you start off with like an 800 square foot place, and then like all our houses progressively got bigger.
Yeah.
And like, so more stuff had progressively came into the house.
Yes.
So, when we moved here to White Ass New Orleans, we only had like a bedroom.
2 bots. Look, 1 box.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
But now,
Yeah.
it's a different game. You got bedroom, living room, dining room, basement, 2 bathrooms and a half. There's a lot of shit going on. You're like, shit, I got a lot of stuff.
Or just paper, like stuff for the house, like all the stuff with the insurances and policies. And oh my goodness, it's just, because you keep certain stuff for a while, right? When you're the homeowner, but when you about to sell it, it's certain stuff you don't I don't need my a copy that I paid the taxes from 10 years ago. Like, I don't need that.
No, you don't.
Offset, that's already been ran through the system, right? So it's just, and then properly getting rid of it and shredding it. I think we're almost done, though. How many more hours you think we got?
4.
What?
We got a lot more stuff to do now, Abby.
Oh, I was going to go to bed.
That kitchen ain't even done yet.
What got to be done in the kitchen?
Look at it.
Jesus.
I wish y'all can see it. Shit,
I wish y'all could see the house.
I wish y'all niggas some of y'all was here. We just had
to help.
Come help. Shit.
Okay, anyway. Focus. But this week is going good. I would say I finally started listening to Snoop Dogg's his album Bible of Love. It ain't bad. I know it's that controversial Wendy Williams who claimed for the Clark sisters. Sister Wendy. The Blacks. We love the Clark sisters, right? They're the originators. I think she was trying to throw shade at them, saying that they didn't have like a #1 album or something like that. Yeah, she tried it. And I think they came at her for filth so much that Wendy made one of those Monique Instagram videos. Hello, my loves.
Oh, my God.
She apologized, too, though. Like, she tried to apologize, but she apologized. She really didn't say much. I think she invited them onto the show to sing You Brought the Sunshine. And she even did that off beat. And, Wendy, she all right. But sometimes I'm like, sis, come on. You wonder, where your black card at? Sis, the Clark sisters? And both her parents are in Greek organizations. And you know how we all love the Lord. Please, I know they know about the Clark sisters. And they came through back in the day. So they probably did a step show to the Clark.
Oh, my God.
Well, so that was really good. You know what kind of touched me a little bit?
What?
Papa Bush is sick. Because his woman done passed. Ain't that how it happens to older people?
They do.
When one of their and they've been together, like they was together for 73 years. So imagine him waking up, already not doing the best.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, something happens. Like, I do believe you can die from a broken heart. Like, something happens with that. What was that? Within 24 hours, 48 hours? He not only in the hospital, he was in ICU.
Right.
Can anybody report us he out? Keep them lifted.
Please do.
Keep them lifted. But how many celebrities? Did somebody else pass away? Don't the celebrities go in threes?
Something like that. I don't know who it was.
Then somebody else passed away, though. Oh, my God. That's just like what Reagan and his wife. Did Nancy or did he pass first? They were close to and shit. Like, it was under a year, I feel like, for both of them when they both passed away. But just thinking about the Bush family, because that got to be devastating, right? I couldn't imagine being like their children, right? And although they're older, right? They're in their 90s. But back to back like that, that's a lot going on, right? And that's a lot to process. But I could easily understand how they would do that. They trying to pull a notebook on us.
They are.
Jesus.
They're going to be out of here.
Oh. Why you say it like it's a race?
I know.
You know how that's older. That's how older people be talking. They be like, "Oh, I'm going on to the next chapter. Here. I'm all set here. Nothing else left to see in this face.
I'm out of here."
I remember I had a I think it would be like a great aunt who was like, "Yeah, I'm excited to see what's next. I'm a little bored here." I was like, "Oh." She said, "I done seen enough here, honey. Let's move on to the next one. Is that what's going to get on there? Yeah. We're ready for the next phase.
Take me out of here.
Because it got to be something more, right? Lastly, is Kanye crazy or is it just me?
That nigga is crazy.
What's going on with him? All these albums coming out and him and Kid Cudi. Like, what is going on with him? His wife posing naked, bare bush.
Again?
Like, yeah. I mean, well, Kim always poses naked. We shouldn't really be surprised about that. But I feel like it's something stirring.
Yeah, I'm about to come out.
Not his multiple ones. It's him, Tiana Taylor's, Nas, some with a collaboration with him and Kid Cudi. Why I'm the only album on all those I'm excited for is Tiana Taylor. I'm low-key not really that excited for a Kanye album. Are you?
Yes, I am.
Really? I'm not. I can still go back to Pablo.
I go back and forth.
Kanye be on some real.
He have been on a lot of like anti-black shit.
Yeah.
A lot of anti-black shit.
With nothing but a black family. What's wrong with? And I'm sure, his mom was a revolutionary, right?
Yeah.
His mom was about the business. Where's this coming from?
I don't know. He been brainwashed. That nigga probably like get out. Maybe.
He said from his thing, I've been doing albums from the second place. Nigga, that ain't funny. You're on the sick and shut in.
Right. He truly is.
And that's what Jay-Z ain't want to say. That motherfucker's crazy. That's why I didn't bring my child over there. Just like, eat potato salad, you don't let your children play with everybody. None of the children are coming over. It's dangerous. What? Why are you?
It's dangerous.
But you're more of an expert. Didn't he also reach out to some right-wing black woman or something and say y'all should be more like her?
Yeah.
And the girl was like anti.
Yeah, because he was like
more than just
like
anti-black. Anything not white.
I think he was like, I like the way she think.
I need Kanye to stick to music. See, this is why I go back and forth. So y'all know how everybody, R. Kelly's a little different. But when do you cancel artists? When do you separate their personal and professional?
That's the thing, baby. Nobody gets canceled.
You think nobody's canceled no more? Why?
Because there's still gonna be a base of people that's gonna listen.
Yeah.
So we might cancel their ass, but
Kanye is he's at the point where he's sending me bills and I'm not paying them. So it's still playing. The cable's still rolling, but they ain't got a payment in 2 months.
Nope.
But you still here for him. You still submitted your payment.
No, he might get I might listen to. Never
might
mind.
give him up. You gonna give him partial payment?
I was gonna say something, but I don't want to incriminate myself.
You are stupid, but I don't know. I just see that Kanye, and I was like, something's going on with this brother.
All I can say is the best way to get their ass is through them pockets.
Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah, I'll do it that way. I'm right with you too. But it streams everywhere, right? So anyway, I don't know. Yeah, what y'all think about that Kanye that's going on? Lastly, just me. Like, I've just been in a space, y'all know I'm in a space of gratitude and reflection. And when we're not packing and preparing to leave, I'm writing in my journal or praying. You can ask Nira. It's something that, to the point where I just bent over today and just started praying over a suitcase, didn't I? And you're like, are you okay?
I thought she had passed the fuck out.
I did, for the Lord. No. But anyway, a theme that I kind of kept coming up with and noticing was this idea. Like, when I was looking back in my journal, I kept like reminiscing about this idea of being broken and how did this happen and why did this happen, right? And through kind of reflecting in the last couple of days, is this idea of that I do think sometimes God puts us through situations where I don't want to say breaks us, but we're broken to be positioned to the next place we're supposed to be, right? Like almost as a preparation to say, okay, I need to do this to you because the next place you're going, you have to be prepared. Or the next place you're going, you're going to have to learn a few new lessons, right? Or you're going to have to learn some new strategies, or you're going to have to learn some new resources, or you're going to have to learn to rely on a different set of communities, or you're going to have to leave some people behind, right? So, but what the overarching theme was that although I felt like I was broken, but I was broken to be stronger, but it was this idea of being gracefully broken. Right?
What's gracefully broken?
I'm still processing it myself, right? I tie it to two things, right? So this idea of grace and mercy, right? So even when I was in it and thought, oh, this is the bottom, ain't nothing gonna happen, I'm not going for it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like this idea of his grace always kept you, right?
Right.
But it's the idea that no matter what happened, right? He's still there, right? And it was there for a purpose, right? And it wasn't something that was just vague and intentional. So again, I'm still fleshing it out on processes, but it's this idea of being gracefully broken, right? And still there, right? And it's a meaning behind this. And knowing that, again, whatever trial, tribulation you went through is for a setup for the next one. And knowing that if I didn't go through all the stuff I went through, I wouldn't be going to this next phase of my life.
Right.
People's intentions or, would have never been revealed. My faith would have never increased this much, right? Or got strong, right? Faith is a muscle. It's something that is always there, right? But I think the more you work it, the stronger it gets. The less you just sit there on the couch. It's still there, right? It's still a muscle, but it's not as strong as it was, right? So I think I really learned to flex that muscle and that strength, and the idea of discernment and. All those things came with this that I think is going to position me to be the best that I can as I'm transitioning to this new chapter, that I think if I wouldn't have went through it, I'm not sure how this next chapter would be, right? So again, the idea of being gracefully broken and embracing it, right? Almost as like your war wounds or something. The show, right? I made it, right? So again, I might talk about this a little bit later, but I'm always transparent and open with y'all, and as I'm thinking and going through stuff, and I'm sharing it with y'all. What about y'all? Y'all ever been gracefully broken? I know I ain't the only one. Near.
Every day.
Hey, not every day. Jeez.
It
feel like it sometimes, though, don't it? It feel like it, don't it? Go ahead, Neil.
Yeah, I just got something to say.
What you guys?
He out, y'all.
Oh my God. I thought he was about to play a gospel song.
That nigga out.
It sounds like a gospel song.
We went from free Meek Mill to Meek Mill free.
Nero.
Yes.
Nero.
He out.
Did Nero do a whole devotional praise and worship for that?
Yes. That nigga is out.
What song
y'all.
was that? It sounded like a Kirk Franklin song.
Shit. The Dreams and Nightmare. Intro, baby.
Oh, okay.
That's the song that everybody always be playing and shit.
Oh, is that? You hear, oh, maybe
Hold
that's
on,
why I
wait
thought I
a
know.
minute.
Oh, no. I don't want to hear no more. We can't pay him, Nero. He looking for lawyer fees. We can't pay him. Stop
Look.
it.
That nigga ain't gonna get shit for us.
Now it's this.
Look.
Not this nigga. Oh.
What's 10% of zero?
Come
Nigga
on.
zero.
Come on. Ain't nothing there. Nothing.
So Meek Mill done got out, y'all. He finally got bail. That
Good.
nigga done finally got bail.
Good.
And what that nigga do?
What?
Go to a basketball game.
Oh. I thought you say go to the altar of the Lord.
Oh.
Because that's where Nayabi would have went. Take me, what's today? Oh, no. We got out Tuesday. Ain't no Bible studies.
Nobody was
Take me to TD Jakes, the Potter's house.
take you to Botter's house. So I
Joe
hope,
Osteen. What's the name of his church?
Lakewood.
Lakewood. Take me to Lakewood.
I hope that brother stays out of jail, and I hope everything that's going on with his court shit finally gets resolved. I know some crazy ass shit going on with his stuff.
Yeah, it's a lot. Like, his stuff is complicated, right? The thing is, the stuff that he went down for was ridiculous, right? That's not what but some of the prior shit, I was like, Meek, I don't know. But the shit that he went down on recently was bullshit. Like,
Right.
it was crazy. They were stretching.
So, that's always a good thing. What's going on with this Waffle House shooting?
What
I was
shit at the
talking-
Waffle House?
I was talking to
The
Nia.
shooting or when they done pulled the girl's titties out?
Damn. What?
Now Waffle House is canceled. Y'all niggas don't fuck with Red Lobster.
I love Waffle House.
Not no more.
God damn. I was talking about the Waffle House because I would have been the fuck out as soon as I seen a white man come up in any place where I'm eating, where I got my food on eating, and his ass come up in there bottomless.
Spreading salmonella.
Right.
Spreading
Penis juice
salmonella.
all over the place.
You talking about?
And then here we
making
go.
white people look like poultry.
Look, black man say every day.
What you black man? You
His
should-
ass then wrestled his ass, tackled his ass, and beat his ass, and took the gun away from his ass.
Nobody else
Look.
was there to help.
A good guy with no gun. No, everybody else is running and hiding and shit. It's something I always say. You gotta want to live,
Yeah, that's
and you
true.
gotta take your moment. And what his ass do? He shot his shot.
Yeah,
I'm going right through this. You all right, baby?
I got the hiccups.
Go
Yeah.
take a sip of water. These niggas out here, his ass and got out there and tackled his ass and got the gun away and burned himself on the muzzle of the gun and everything else.
Damn. Jesus.
What a gun advocate now. Where they at?
Child.
And so shout out to him because he
Was
did
this
the
the
damn thing.
white person who came out and was like, I got issues? Or was that another? It's so many shootings. Oh, my God. Going on. No, not shooting. Terrorist attacks going on. I can't keep up.
Me either. It is a lot going on, and I can't keep up either.
There's a lot of white men just shooting people.
God damn, it is.
White on white. So dangerous. It's like a bunch of thugs out there. White people really should get that together and talk to
my
each other and
God.
support each
and
other.
talk to your family members, uncles, and hide guns away and shit like that. And the thing is, this is another thing
What they
that
say to us,
shows
ain't it?
that shows with the gun reform because his ass got his gun taken away because he was at the White House or some bullshit.
Hold on, inside the White House.
I think his ass was outside the White House.
Oh, okay. I'm like, wait a minute. How
And
you divide it?
they didn't took the guns away, but the government didn't want to keep his guns, so they gave him to his daddy. And what his daddy do?
Give it back to him.
Yeah. What the fuck you thought was gonna happen? So it's another one. This shit is just happening so much that it's hard to keep up with them.
Yeah, it is.
Speaking of police calling on the police being called when black people just living. You heard about them black women that was just playing golf in the golf club, the country club called the police on their ass, talking about they was playing too slow.
Hold on. And then they pay that high ass fee.
Yes. And these women is known, nationally known to be playing golf at different golf clubs and shit.
That's what I'm saying. You just can't walk in golf clubs. It's not like they was like, oh girl, let's just stop here. It's not putt. You have to have memberships most of the times.
Mm-hmm.
Appointments at minimum, right?
Right.
But it's prime golf season, so I'm sure you have to have a membership to even get in the door. So why would they? So wait, so these white men were playing golf like behind them, and they were just saying they were going too slow?
Yeah. Look, here's a Pennsylvania golf club called cops on black members for taking too long to play golf. So
Right.
five black women said they was discriminated against at the golf club because they talking about they was playing too long. And these women
What
are
did the
part.
police do? I'm surprised the police even
You
came.
know what the fuck the police
I'm waiting
did.
for the police to be like, we're busy and we're booked. I need them to be like Detroit police. We're booked.
That ain't gonna happen.
Because Detroit police
Cause
don't
they fuck
come.
around and be like that lady that was hanging up on people.
You know, I wanted to bring that up because I wanted to be like, well, vertical is necessary. What y'all niggas bullshitting? Don't call here by no cat. Bye.
So these women are nationally known. They call it the Sisters of the Fairway. So they go around and tour like different golf clubs, and like
I didn't know there was a time limit on a hole
me either.
for golfing. Can't you go around them
Yes.
or like skip a hole or whatever? You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Did the police escort them off the property?
Let's see.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's
You just
ridiculous.
can't even be black.
It's very Colin. We just getting police called on for things we've never, for just standing, just being amongst it. You see that thing that Starbucks released?
Mm-hmm.
Talking about, oh, we open to everybody. Like, now everyone can come and don't have to pay for nothing and can use the bathroom and then can eat. Can use the bathroom and use the Wi-Fi without paying for nothing. Does that ring true for New York too?
Them New York bathrooms be locked the fuck down.
I bet it's a little sign. With the exception of.
Of New York is in very small words.
All right, Starbucks.
And then lastly,
Yeah.
I just got one more thing.
What you got?
We got a birthday.
Got a birthday.
Happy belated birthday to Nestled in White Hands Denny.
Did you say nestled in white? I love that.
That's that man.
First of all, whenever we do happy birthday, we never sing the traditional happy birthday
No,
song.
we don't. That's why I had to pull out this one.
We always sing the the Stevie Wonder version. Like even when we're at public,
Right.
we can be at someone's place and we'll just bust out clapping. And a few times, white people will just jump in too. They be like, "Hey!" You can see, especially the older ones. They be like, "Wait a minute, I remember that." Okay, I'm not singing the verse. Are you trying?
Happy birthday, Denny.
Hey.
Happy birthday to you. All right, let's cut this shit off.
Hey. Oh, we can't pay Stevie.
You can't pay Stevie.
Happy birthday. Happy belated birthday.
Happy belated birthday, bro.
Yes.
Some of my favorite people from the area.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
We're going to be there soon.
Yeah. So, shout out to you. I hope your birthday was good.
Mm-hmm. What you do?
Yeah, what did you do?
You know, I always love to see what people do. I love to see folks' traditions for their birthdays and how they, some people love their birthday, some people hate them.
Did woke ass Sam take you out somewhere?
Well, you be saying it so aggressive, so assertive.
What?
You say it like Jamaican women like it.
Oh,
Shout out. And thanks to all the folks with the positive reception from our
merch.
episode on Monday.
Oh yeah.
Oh, for that too. But our episode on Monday with Fancy, T'Challa, and Devontae and Spread Love. So we actually have a real special collaboration coming up with Fancy Success. So
Yeah.
y'all stay tuned for that. But I'm glad everyone was receptive to that because I was near them. I was like, they might not, they don't, just because it's our people, they might
Right.
not like it. But that's how we be, y'all. That shows you that on the podcast or this is just how we is.
Right.
This is how we operate. But everyone had a really good time. Did you enjoy that?
Yeah, it was a good time.
I always say you should do like a guys panel. And I should do like a women's panel or something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do with some of our folks as we move out to the Bay Area.
Yeah.
You know?
It'd be very interesting.
It'd be very, very interesting. What was your thoughts on the panel episode? Well, that's what everybody else was calling a panel.
It's like somebody's like,
A
oh
black
shit.
academic, a panel. We were modern.
Somebody was like, oh shit, we got a Black Love Matters panel. What? I don't even think
They
it was
must
a
be touched by
panel.
white hairs. They must be black academics.
I said, I don't know if it was a panel other than niggas getting together
And shoot the shit.
and just shooting the shit. That was more or less what it was.
That's what we really be talking about, though.
Mm-hmm.
Well, like first it might start with watching TV, and then someone be on their phone and they'll see an article and they'll just shout out, "Did y'all see this?" And it become a whole conversation.
You know, my thing is, for me, logistically, I was just trying to figure out because it was 6 niggas with 3 microphones.
Yeah, so
And everybody long-winded.
then we get distracted
Yeah.
and get sleepy. Not distracted and sleepy. Oh man.
Yeah, so niggas was calling it a Black Love Matters
Right.
round table
Yeah.
to a Black Love Matters panel.
I like it. I like when we have guests though. I told you I was gonna start having like a few more guests. Not every week or anything, but I think it'll be good to spice it up, bring different energy, and expose folks to different things too, right? Especially like with the folks we had. So we had Devontae from The Boot, right?
Yeah,
with his
from The Boot.
perspective, he's definitely a Black academic, entrepreneur. Then we had like Fancy, who's like a super entrepreneur, right? I gotta give me one of them first, honey. and you know what I'm saying? Then we got T'Challa from the continent. Then we got Spirit. Like everyone's so different, right? So I think that always brings good energy.
Yeah.
All righty.
You got some pillow talk?
Pillow talk. First, let's get into this Atlanta. This episode, before y'all judge this episode, because I heard there was some mixed reviews on it. I think it was really good for what it was. Like this episode, I had to think about it in the context of what it was. And after I thought about on initial viewing, I was like, it was all right. But after, I was like, oh, this is serious, right?
Yeah.
This episode really is touching on, again, Nyambi's interpretation. It could be something different. Don't get blocked hands. It really highlighted this idea of how depression manifests in the air quotes traditional Black man. That's what I got after it, right? And it made me think back to previous episodes, and it made me feel bad because it's like, damn, Nyambi, you didn't even pick up that Paperboy was super depressed. Like, I knew he had shit going on, right? First of all, I think there's a level of depression and anxiety in all Black people.
Yeah.
At all times, right? We're all, I shouldn't even say Black, everyone. I think everyone has a level of depression and anxiety going on at any moment in time, right? But it's when it starts interacting with like day-to-day tasks, that's when it becomes a problem. And after watching this episode and really sincerely thinking about it, he has like severe depression.
Yeah.
And I would almost say anxiety. Right?
Yeah.
So I think you want to talk a little bit about the episode first, Nero?
Yeah.
So when it first came on, I think what tugged a little at my heartstrings was when he was, and it didn't even connect, right? When it was his mom that was cussing him out, because that's what Black mamas do.
Right.
Whenever they come to your house is nasty and trifling, and while you still sleep. It can be noon, it can be 6 a.m.
But did you peep? It was a dream sequence.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it didn't even connect to that, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, his mama.
Because he passed.
Yeah, that's why I'm telling you, I was not there. Like, I was like, oh, dang, his mama came up in there, right? I was like, why we ain't never see mama talking about this music or nothing? And then when he was kind of like blowing it off, you know what I'm saying? And then when he woke up and she went there, that was heart-wrenching. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, Nero. How else do you want to explain that?
So she basically was getting in the ass talking about she know good and well.
Yeah.
She ain't raised no lazy ass son, and it's just dirty as fucking here.
Yeah.
Clean the fuck up.
Yeah, get up. It's on that idea when she kept saying like, get up, get up, get up. Now metaphorically that ain't just physically, right? It's emotionally, spiritually. It's him. It's everything, right?
Right. So going through this and looking at it and like doing like looking at the wikis and things of that sort. I think.
Damn. Yeah. You looked at the wikis.
I gotta be looking at the wikis.
Child, I just look at my heart
because I had to I had to understand more. So
look, well, tell me if I'm wrong on anything because Nyambi just looks inward.
Okay.
And I go on emotion.
So from what I seen from the wikis, what they're saying or insinuating was like that was the anniversary of his mom's death.
Yeah, I kind of got that.
So when he woke up, he had all these phone calls, missed calls. Like Earn called and checked in on him.
And here come Earn. You good? Yeah, I'm good. All right then, nigga.
You got this paperwork signed. And then you got Darius checked in on us like you good. Which Darius is such a. I wish I had a friend like Darius.
I think we do.
This nigga over here making this pasta. First of all, I'm gonna make this bomb ass pasta. I learned about the recipe in a dream.
Oh,
and I forgot who all the civil rights people that was in it, but it was crazy.
Yeah, it was. I wasn't the dream. I can get that too because I feel like I've cooked things based off dreams too. Like I feel like I can taste it in my dream. Like, oh, I'm about to recreate this shit. But when he said, "Oh, I done put my foot in it," and that nasty nigga rolls his foot up. That's why you don't eat everyone's food. And I was thinking to T'Challa when he was like, "T'Challa, but I don't like to experiment. I used to eat people's food." That's the fuck why. Nigga putting corns, his feet all up in here, and putting hepatitis in the pasta.
This nigga literally putting his foot in.
Hepatitis in the pasta. You wonder why folks don't eat with everybody.
Hepatitis in the pasta.
Hepatitis in the pasta. He done put his big ass toe in there and stirred it. You get hepatitis from your feet. Crazy.
So, Earn had called, he checked on him, and then started talking about like this paperwork that needs to be signed, things of that sort.
Yeah.
What I'm assuming is like his manager paperwork, because I think that their agreement has more or less been on like a word of mouth type thing.
And from the previous episode, you already seen when old girl was like, "Child, you still working with iron? You ain't getting nothing free."
Mm-hmm. So that's the same. That was actually the same episode.
Oh, was that the same episode?
Same episode. So then he gets a.
Oh, that's that episode.
Same
that
episode.
happened in that.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Because they went out. We're gonna get there.
Oh.
Because the horn blows. And then there's like, where you finna go? He's like, oh, I'm going out with, I can't remember her name.
Oh, that's right.
And he's
I'm
like, I thought you
sorry,
was allergic to girlfriends.
See, that's why we got near him, because now y'all be go off intuition. I've been put them in two different episodes.
Right.
They had two different energies. Mm-hmm. Go ahead. I'll let you go there, Nero. I just interjump.
So her name was like Sierra.
Yeah. And she like an Instagram famous.
Yeah. Instagram model. Mm-hmm. And then like she's taking around the hood. So she didn't do the Nerum Classic when I be taking people around the hood in Detroit and say, yeah, see right there? That's my cousin got shot.
Jesus. I tell Nero, stop taking people
see right
trips
there
to Detroit with all them buildings with the holes in them.
See right there? That's where I got shot at.
I said, why don't you take people to like Greektown, Pizza Popolis?
You see that place right there?
Take to the museum, Greenfield Village.
My cousin got shot.
Dangerous
right there.
Places.
See that basketball court?
These leveled ass neighborhoods. Nero, come on, focus.
We was hooping, and then like niggas got fouled hard, so the nigga shot the ball. So that's what she's doing. Like you see that club there? I stripped there.
Oh yeah, and she was like, I remember them days. I was like, sis, wrap it up, put it in your journal.
But you can just tell like Paperboy is just so uncomfortable. Yeah. So then his song came on, and like he had to like force out this smile.
Yeah.
That you can just tell it was just pain.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm telling you, not even just this episode. It made me think about all the stuff I laughed about before that he did, or some of his remarks. That I was like, oh, these are clear signs of depression and anxiety. Like this idea of him, he's always so nonchalant and not giving a fuck, and that's just that clear signs, right?
Right. So then they go to like the mall,
but it can be mistaken for this how black men are supposed to present themselves, right? You're not supposed to be soft. You're not supposed to have no emotion, right?
Right.
It's heartbreaking.
So the overall subject of this is like keeping it real and all this other stuff, and basically saying like, well, you need to upgrade yourself. So they go to the mall. She's telling them about how you need to buy these shoes and how nobody want to see another dope boy from the hood because people want to see don't want to see another sweaty ass nigga in a polo and cargo shirts. Cause nobody wants to see a famous that look like them.
Lying that much. I mean, I won't say that look like him, but sometimes that look, I would say, maybe not like them, but that look is like, come on.
And then she's like, oh, you need to get your manager to get you these shoes.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, my manager ain't do that. And then she's like, you need to get a manager with a big dick. I said, what the?
Well, managers are like lawyers. You want one who's going to swing their penis or their vagina or their ovaries. You won't see it. If she's a woman, you want her to be Kim Kardashian. She want to show her pussy on Instagram. That's the type of lawyer you want. You want a lawyer that's going to dick swing. Yeah, absolutely.
So then afterwards.
Sorry, that was harsh.
It was harsh.
I'm tired, y'all. Getting the look, ask any question you want from me. You're getting a straight answer. Next. Go ahead.
So then they end up getting like a pedicure.
Yes. I don't know why. You like pedicures. Oh, I'm not supposed to say that.
Sure. I like my feet to be rubbed.
Who don't? It's not even about rub to me. I think see it as a grooming thing because I actually don't like my feet to be rubbed.
What I don't like is how they get all close to the cuticles, so it should be hurting.
Well, you're supposed to get your cuticles cleaned up.
Shit.
Oh, he looking at his nails.
Let them bitches grow.
He done got distracted. The cuticles will grow. No, then it don't look neat. Ain't nothing worse than a rusty ass cuticle.
They be cutting too much. Leave me with scabs.
Well, you can tell that. Oh, well, they go too deep for you.
That's what I'm saying.
I think because your feet are big, they assume they can be hard on your feet.
No,
because whenever me and Niram go, they always give him the real old lady.
Oh, she be beating the fuck out of my feet. Look.
No matter, and the thing is, y'all, I'll be for real. Niram don't have bad feet. Like, it's some man that, remember that, I almost said his name. Remember in grad school?
Yeah, nigga had hobbit feet.
Oh my God. It was like all in like we were grad students and we were like in some meeting because we were helping with something. Nia, you remember this? We were helping with like the summer research program. We were being mentors. And he, of course, come to the meeting late. And he had the nerve to have on them Nike flip-flops. Mm-hmm. And like his nails was growing over the top of the flip-flop. And like his feet was moisturized but ashy. Mm-hmm. It was just, do you remember them feet?
Yeah.
I don't. Was it me or whatchamacallit who spotted it first?
I think it was Nia.
And then he hit me. And then when I say I almost threw up,
Ooh,
I said, "What the fuck is that?" And then I think after we all hung out after the meeting, I think that's when he talked about he had a new girlfriend, and I don't want to say her name. Talking about, well, I bet you be just scratching up all them sheets, or just shredding up sheets. And everybody just bust out laughing. He was like, "What you talking about?" And she was like, "Look at your feet." Your feet, God damn, that is not attractive. And the thing is, even with men in my life, even my father doesn't have rusty feet. I'm not used to men with rusty ass hard feet.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't even know what that means. Like, so a man getting a pedicure, and I don't remember my father ever getting a pedicure, but I remember him grooming his feet as like a young age. Like I remember he'll get like a little tub and put like Epsom salt in it. Like he didn't have rusty ass feet. And I guess you have from your room. Do other men have rusty ass feet?
Yes.
Even my close male friends that we close enough we gonna see each other feet. None of them got rusty ass feet.
My daddy used to have a knife.
Oh my God.
That every time he got out the bath, he used to scrape his feet with that one knife. And I was thinking, Jesus, don't you put that. I'm not cutting nothing with that fucking knife.
His feet, your daddy feet used to snag the carpet.
He used to have a knife.
Oh my God.
A thick ass knife.
To cut the I can't even get it
to
out.
scrape the dead
callus?
skin off his feet.
Did you ever see the foot in person?
Yes.
What was it like?
Horrible.
Why?
Because, he was a tow truck driver at one point.
What does that have to do? I have a really good friend who's a tow truck driver. His feet are not rusty.
Couple things. He was on his feet all the goddamn time.
No, come on, bot store, 30,000 steps.
Well, your feet was a little rough, too.
Oh!
Thank God you got
It wasn't no hobbit feet. Don't do this. Don't do this.
Off topic.
No, I want to continue about this feet.
What about it?
So what is the reason? I understand. You said he was a tow truck driver. He was on his feet. And what's the other reason? He used to like run barefoot in what, thorns? What are you?
You got them country feet.
Yeah,
you walk around in that red dirt and shit.
No, I was going to say asphalt. I remember being a child and seeing my cousins. They was like, "Oh, we going outside." They had a garden and stuff out back. So I think they were going to pick like some strawberries or something. They was like, "Oh, run back there and get it." And you know how we have cement?
Right.
Like the gray cement, but they had like the black.
Right.
Is that what I'm calling it? Asphalt?
Yeah.
That's paved. And so the garden was on the other side of the drive, with the other side of the asphalt. And so they was like, "Oh, we'll just run out and grab some strawberries real quick." And I seen my younger cousins run out and do it barefoot. So what my city ass thought I did.
Go out there and do it too.
I almost fell on, as soon as my pinky toe hit the asphalt, I just collapsed.
Because it was hot as
I
hell.
said, "That is hot. How are y'all walking on this?" They was like, "Oh, your feet weak. You got weak feet." I was like, "What?" I just collapsed. All I remember was like collapsing on the grass because it was so like I looked at my foot. I was like, I have to have 3rd-degree burns on my feet. And they was like, "Oh, you got weak feet.
Your feet is weak, son."
Feet is weak. I said, because I seen them skip across to get some strawberries, and I was like, "Well, I'm gonna skip across and get some strawberries." As soon as I was like, I'm sorry, but go ahead. He getting a pedicure. Back to Atlanta.
He getting a pedicure, and she makes this proposal like, maybe we need to combine our brands together. We ain't gotta fuck all the time, but sometimes.
She said all the time. I was like, "Well, sis, that means you're in a real relationship then. If you're just some, I want to dive more into that with her. So when is some of the time?"
And then he's like, I'm not really down with that fake shit. I'm real.
I'm glad he did say no to that.
And then she was like, "Shit, you on the radio and you been making money, so you been not real."
Come on. Oh, ding.
And then message. And then like she took a picture of him. He's like, "Stop doing that shit, because that's what boring ass people like you do."
Oh my goodness.
And so she got mad and all this other stuff. And I think what happened, his ass left. Like she did something. She called his ass weak. I can't remember what it was.
Yeah.
And his ass left. And she's like, "Well, where the fuck are you going?"
Yeah.
"Oh, I'm leaving." But I drove though.
You know what? Didn't he say something real smart to her in that car?
Yeah.
And I just said, "Oh, that's where he would have to get the fuck out my car."
Well, it was all types of dicks. He's like, yeah, because he kept going. Like I said, the whole thing was like him trying to keep it real. Like, yeah, I'm really not about that stuff, and blah blah blah. And you need to get your manager to do that and all this other stuff. Yeah,
you got kicked out my car long ago. We wouldn't even made it to the salon.
So then he have a montage of like him, like just walking. This nigga go to a fast food joint, get some food. And then he run into these 3 dudes. And, they shooting the shit and blah, blah, blah. And then there's like, "Oh, Paperboy, you ain't got no car?"
Oh, my goodness.
You ain't got no.
He don't have good luck with his fans.
And then he's like, oh, so you just keeping it real? He's like, yeah. And then he said, well, shit. And I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
I done heard that before.
Yeah, as soon as he did that, I was like, oh, they about to rob you, honey.
I done heard
They
that.
about to jump you.
I done heard that well shit before.
Yeah, you about to get jumped, honey.
Being in Detroit.
Yeah.
Being shot at.
Oh, I mean, ain't been shot at, but I done seen when folks roll up on you and they want something you got.
And then like, well, shit. And it went down.
And it went down. They ain't had to beat his ass like that. They could have just asked for
So they robbed him.
Yeah.
He fought like a G, though.
He
His
did.
ass could have died, though.
Yeah.
Because the one had the gun, and he was just like struggling tough with the one with the gun.
Yeah.
And I felt like that nigga was the smallest one. But
Shut up.
But he could not get that gun away from his ass.
Could it get away from you?
And then, no, because I would have popped his ass.
Okay.
Shit.
Come on there. Focus. No, don't say that. Thank you.
You made me lose train of thought.
When they was fighting, the young ones.
Yeah. So, like, he headbutted him. And he's like, oh, I'm done, right? And then he realized that the nigga still had the gun. So he started busting at him.
Yeah.
So his ass ran into the woods. And, they was talking, paper boy.
Oh, my God.
We gonna get your ass.
It was like a horror movie. And you know how it be in Georgia in them backwoods, honey. They go on forever and ever. And that's when they did like that drone
shot.
When I was like, yeah, they right. Them woods can go on forever and ever down south.
And then it was like this old ass dude in there.
Was he real?
I don't know.
I don't think he was real. I think it was his subconscious.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know what was a dream sequence and what wasn't.
I think it's like an older relative of his subconscious, but maybe not. And he was taunting them, telling us, get the fuck about it.
Right, and called his ass deer guts and all types of other shit. And then, like, I think what really happened was, like, the dude pulled a knife on him and, like, gave his ass, like, a lecture, like, you wasting time. You keep standing still, you're going to be gone. You wasting time.
That's why I thought it was more of a metaphor, right?
Yeah.
Like, I thought it was a more assertive thing than what his mother was saying, right? Because she was basically saying, move. Do something.
Look, the only people that got time is people who are dead. And if you dead, I'm going to take your shoes and your wallet and your shirt.
Jesus. It was a dark episode.
Yeah.
It was a dark episode. And how they finish on out for us.
So then the dude had like a knife up the paper boy. And then like he made a run for it. But then he noticed like the guy was like still there in that spot.
That's what I'm saying.
And I was like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah. I think it was a little bit subconscious.
So he made a run for it. And then his ass go to the gas station. And then the white boy's like, you paper boy? Say, hey man, you want a picture?
Yeah. Come on. Come on. Right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I just thought it was just this idea of like how, men or the machismo, this idea of how you're supposed to act, right? Or masculine, whatever that's supposed to mean, right? And how really some of these traits can be a cover for depression and anxiety, and how it seems like it's getting worse and worse, right?
Yeah.
Even though I think about the episodes of even how his house is getting messier and messier, right? Okay, he a dude and a bachelor, whatever, air quote, bachelor pad. But if you look at the episode, the house does get progressively like, what the hell is going on here?
And his ass
do you know what I'm saying? Like, whoa, wait a minute, right? It's different between some clothes on the floor, maybe drinks left on the table, but it like progressively got like, is that Cheeto dust, my nigga? Like, what is going on here? Like, you're not even sleeping in your bed anymore?
Right.
That type of, so I did see that, and I think that's what the broader conversation is and how did we not even catch it? And people in his life, I'm sure people in his life know that this is the anniversary of his mother died, and maybe he's sad, but I think it's more than that.
I think he's miserable. Like, I think the thing is like he rap.
Yeah, it's more than him.
Like,
It's more than grief.
But I make a little money, but I really, like, this is something I just do, make money. And
yeah, it's grief. He might want to open a cupcake shop. We don't even know.
Because I remember at the beginning of the episode, at the beginning of the first season, how he was talking about how you even hate that song, the Paperboy song. Like, man, I hate that song.
Yeah.
And that's the song that got me hot.
That popped. That's why I said, I wonder what he really want to do. And is that the fight, right?
Right.
Or if there's different types of music he want to do. But like I said, even if he wants to do music, and how do you be like, I don't want to do this shit no more. Well, what the fuck is you going to do?
Be a dope boy?
Yeah. And that ain't cute. He ain't the best at that.
And sure ain't.
And I think that's the ironic thing. He's not good at it.
No.
Interesting. You got other thoughts about, like, have you seen how depression manifests in maybe male friends you've been around, or have you noticed that or no?
Yeah, I see how depression manifested myself.
Well, I mean, I ain't want to make you have to do that, but you talk about whatever one you're comfortable with. I just don't want a woman's playing.
No, I really think that, when it comes to men, like, there's a lot of things going on, and it's really a lot of self-defeating behaviors that goes along with it, but also just, like, not wanting to do shit. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
And then on the outside looking in, oh, what we just saying?
right,
Oh, that's just a lazy nigga.
right.
He lazy
Like,
and
he
he's
a
sorry.
lazy nigga, or,
He lazy
oh,
and
this
he's
nigga don't
sorry.
like to talk. So,
Yeah.
he non-verbal and all this other stuff.
you
So it's
say
like,
non-verbal? And he just depressed.
yeah. Because I think that really makes, like, Paperboy's character the way it is. Because he is he don't really say a lot of shit.
Yeah.
But it's just non-verbals that get you.
Yeah.
And how he be like, oh, no, I'm gone.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Some of the stuff I was laughing at, and that's not funny.
Right.
Now, like, hindsight is 2020, that is not funny.
Mm-hmm.
And I think about to being younger or thinking about, some of the younger black guys. And we know young black guys just like that.
Mm-hmm.
And what's the difference between that's just their personality and they actually are suffering with some type of mental,
Right.
challenge.
Mm-hmm.
And then in a situation like that, how do you even reach out to help?
Exactly. I think that's
Because they going to be nonchalant about it. Like, you almost got to be persistent and alone, right? You almost need, like, that mom or that older character to be like, hold up, wait a minute. This is what we're going to do right now at this moment, right? Mm-hmm. But I thought it was, after some reflection, I thought it was a really good episode.
Yeah, it was dope.
And something, for the black male community to think about
and
talk about.
Yeah, I love the way the show is written.
Yeah. They showing out this season.
They are. Did they get renewed for another season?
Ooh, they better. And if they don't, I'm going to need BT or VH1 to step the fuck up.
Yeah.
Or Mona Scott.
Because
Mona, I've been a strong supporter for many years. I've watched a lot of bullshit you put out.
I can't foresee the budget being that much for it.
Me either. But it's all about ratings.
Well, shit, you need to go holler at Tyler Perry and just record it on Tyler Perry's compound.
And everyone was sleeping on Tyler Perry, didn't he? But Tyler,
Yeah.
do you say his compound?
Yes.
But he got his own studio, so he don't have to ask permission from nobody.
Nobody.
He don't have to call into work because he's what?
You see what he did?
He's the
Made a
boss.
movie in a day.
8 days. I still didn't see Acrimony. I'm gonna have to wait till it goes on Redbox, and we're gonna review it as soon as I see it. So y'all might get an Acrimony review in like a month, and y'all better act like it's new. But everybody was hating on Tyler for a minute, but he got his own stuff, and he say he filled Acrimony in 8 days.
Mm-hmm.
I said 8 days because he can,
Right.
and it's his.
Because this is what?
It's
Compound.
his shit.
You can do a lot of shit when it's your shit.
Yeah, everyone sleeps here. This is where we're sleeping. This is what we're doing. Thank you. All right, you got anything else about Atlanta?
No, it was a good episode. Y'all go watch it.
All righty. So, y'all know what we got to talk about. Scandals.
It's been a while.
I don't care. Just like Acrimony. Y'all know it just took me a minute to catch up on it and finally watch it. And then, we had our panel, red table, gathering of the United Niggas of the world. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
United Niggas of the world. That should be. So we didn't get a chance to do it on Monday. But scandal. It ended. At first, I didn't know how to feel that it ended.
I thought it was a little lackluster.
Really? I think they did try to do it great. That's Shonda's signature, right?
Mm-hmm.
Shonda is not one to close up anything with a nice bow.
Mm-hmm.
That's not her style. Like, I forgot what producer does that really well. Is it Jerry Bruckheimer? One of them does it really good. Like, when the show's over, you feel satisfied. You're like, oh,
Ryan Murphy. Everybody does.
I know what everyone did. And not even what they did. I know what they did in 10 years from now. Like, it's just very like, oh, thank you for telling me everything. I'm good now. But the way they left this open, they could have a scandal movie in 10 years
Mm-hmm.
to either talk about, spoiler alert, how Olivia got a picture in the portrait gallery.
Right.
I thought the only way you get a picture up in there is if you're the president or for Lotus or the first lady of the United States.
Right.
But, Olivia making moves, much money moves. Maybe it's for something else.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to say, can we talk about her hair is curly in the picture? Like,
Yeah.
what come to Jesus moment does she have? Because the only time she has curly hair is when she's captured or she on the beach. What? Or on vacation. What?
Did you say capture it on the beach?
Yeah, either she's on vacation or captured. So away from DC. But usually she get her a mean doobie wrap, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even the outfit, right? No structure coat. What was it, like a little African print dress
Right.
skirt? Am I making this up? In like a jean
No.
check? I said her whole flavor done changed in this picture. So I need to know what done changed it. Did her and Fitz have caramel babies?
Maybe.
Or a dog at least? She don't look like she want no children, honey. She trying to rule the world. But anyway, as always, you already know who done sent us some good stuff.
Red Baron.
Yes.
Shout out to him.
He does it again. So he sent us a summary. And what we're going to do, we're going to chime in with it too.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty? So it's from Red Baron. It says, Neeram and Nyambi, as 7 years of scandal came to an end, there was quite a few things I could cover. The fact that Rosen died because he was stupid enough to trust Cyrus, who has had people killed, or Fitz, who remained thirsty his entire season, and when Fitz could have just cuddled and talked to Olivia, he took it to the bedroom.
Hell yeah.
Abby did not get that guy at the end, and Huck didn't get to reunite with his family, yet they were able to comfort each other in need. Charlie did get out of prison and reunited with Quinn and Robin. Mellie got to keep her presidency, and Cyrus's got shown the door. Yes. Rosen had to die though, because I think he was the only good person.
Right. He was the only white hat left.
He was the only one still talking legal shit. Even the scenes I see him, I'm like, get the fuck on with that legal shit. We're not doing legal things here. What?
So that's the thing that shows all the white hats die.
Because it even got to the point for me, and I'm not the one to be like, break the law, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not that. Well, depends who you ask. But, but Jesus, to the point where I was like, Rosen, we got killers and dealers after us.
And you doing this fuck shit.
And you the attorney general. I'm the bitch of America. You right, you are.
He surely is, sir.
But I knew he ain't had no street smarts when he took a drink that Queen Cyrus offered him.
Yeah.
I don't want anything that the Black Widow has to offer.
The Black Widow.
You know the Black Widow is known for killing people. The man eater. Cyrus a man eater.
He surely is.
Every man Cyrus get close to die.
Die. Or they leave their ass.
Lover or friend. Platonic or romantic. You a man, you getting close to Cyrus, you're dead.
You dead, man?
You're dead. The check Cyrus record, I ain't lying. That's why his new name the Black Widow. And then Fitz, I said he was on some fuck boy shit. Olivia on some I don't want to feel pain, I just want to feel good. What was that from Monster Ball? Holly Berry? Make me feel good.
We can either think
or we can fuck.
Or we can feel.
She ain't say that.
Oh,
I think she just paused and I filled it in with fuck.
Oh.
And then Fitz thought about it for 2.5 fraternity boy seconds.
Shit.
And then so about come here.
Shit. Somebody offer you vagina.
Pink. I don't want no pink penis and I gotta go to jail in 12 hours. Why are you thinking about that? And then what happened? They cut off. Then Abby didn't the guy because Abby. I don't know if I still forgiven Abby.
No, fuck Abby.
She did some real bogus shit, and Abby ain't had that much hurt. I mean, she just came from her. I shouldn't say just. Her husband whooped her ass in season 1, but compared to everybody else, sis, and she did some real bogus shit. Like she got to that White House, lost her damn mind. Oh, that's the devil jumped out of you. What jumped in you?
I don't know what jumped in me. But I was about to say something, but I didn't choke. My bad.
And then Huck, he can't go back to nobody family.
No.
Huck is Kanye. Huck is Kanye. He can't go back to this. This the family,
aka Kanye.
Yeah, he not stable. You can't just send Huck to be back with a normal family. That's dangerous. Even Huck know that. So Huck got his happily ever. He take his ass with Quinn and Charlie and Robin, and he be Robin babysitter. The Quinn and Charlie, they did get them a happy ever after. Though. Yeah. They got them a nice white family ending, honey.
That baby came out
clean and didn't. I ain't gonna go there too much, but he definitely got it. Then Mellie got to keep her presidency, and hopefully she did some gun reform. I don't know. And then Cyrus, he got shown the door. Still don't sleep on Cyrus, the Black Widow,
because his ass might come back.
I don't know what he gonna do, but the Black Widow gonna come and do something.
I was hoping somebody gonna go ahead and kill him.
You wanted him dead?
Yeah.
No, he ain't gonna die. Honey.
Somebody put hands on him.
He like Freddy Krueger. He ain't dead. Not today, Satan.
Nigga like Bebe's kids. You don't die, we multiply.
Come on. It says, now that we made all of that possible, the testimony of Rowan. Ooh! Wasn't that? After Lonnie McCacken killed himself in front of Olivia and triggered her hearing after she promised she would make a gun control a priority because of Lonnie's child who was killed in a mall shooting. That was a big ass for. I was like, really? Sir, you gonna kill yourself?
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.
I guess so. You know, he lost his child. But when I tell you Papa Pope, Red Baron is right. Papa Pope read the shit out of them white people.
Shit, I was gonna say he read the shit out of Olivia.
Everyone. He's the one. He's the winner, and he back at B613.
Right.
Come on. Did he ever leave? Come
No.
on. Come on. Then there's Eli Pope, who decided to testify after Quinn was being a bit extra by not getting on her own affairs in order to make a run for it. I don't know why Quinn didn't get the fuck on. Even though she had a point that a parent doesn't get to retire, which is a good point. From his last conversation with Olivia, she could fix things on her own because she took no pleasure in Olivia handling herself over to the slave master.
Mm-hmm.
No moment gave me greater pleasure than when Rowan took a seat to testify and show real power. Rowan explains why B613 exists, that colonizers had left the country in a bad state and he had to fix it. He further explained that he was not born with their privilege to take anything for granted or not appreciate what he has to respect and nurture for what he has for 30 long years. First of all, Papa Pope been down the shop for 30 years doing this shit. Crazy. And I know he was throwing shade in Olivia's direction and Jake's too. So when the comment was raised through the election rigging assassination, Rowan without a delay said yes. Oh, when he said yes. Did you do that? Yeah, I killed
Yes.
their ass.
I killed people.
I picked the president.
Yes.
Next question. Yes.
And I've been doing it for the past 30 years.
And when he came, I'm not coming as a civilian. What did he say he was coming as?
B613.
Yeah, he said something. He was like, "Oh, I'm excluded from this." I was like, "Nigga, did he just make up a new status?"
Yes.
Ronan told the senators point blank that they were responsible. That he was responsible for B613 coming into existence, that they bear the responsibility. Ronan then made the point that all of the victories, the sitting presidents, the decisions to go to war for every citizen who sleeps easy, the stock markets kept the stock markets afloat, the dollar on top, the shores at peace, and the fact that the nation still stands. When Roland gets up, he makes America great again. Come on. And when he was like, and by a black man, done. Then Senator Preston then said, it sounded that you wanted a parade in your honor. Rowan said, parade? He want his motherfucking face. Oh, he ain't said, I said that. Mount Rushmore. I want a new one. A statue that would dwarf the Washington Monument. He wants his name on the hearts and the lips of every patriot, every citizen from sea to motherfucking shining sea. He wants to see with his own eyes every white, complacent, privileged man that believes they are in a position of power when he hears the news that a black man has been running this country for 30 years and that he only wields his power because of black power allows him to. God bless the America. You can see all the white men breathing hard. Mm-hmm. You know, their face get to turning red and they get to puffing.
Yeah.
They can't hide their emotions. After that 3-minute and 18-second explanation of who runs this, Jake had to go to jail and Ronan walked out to go back to Eli Pope because we know the only thing left to do would be for the black people just to take the country. Come on. Mm-hmm. The sheer realization that one black man could take over the entire country would leave no black person on this ground any doubt that they could make a difference. Could you imagine if that came out?
Mm-hmm.
Look, ooh,
what?
Oop.
It's almost like Obama being president again. Yeah. I can do anything I want to do.
Anything I want to do.
If Obama couldn't be the president.
Look, if Eli Pope is head of B613,
shit, I can
guess
do it.
If a paleontologist can do it, guess what?
Right.
I can too. It's something spectacular, but also this final thing, and not Fitz and Olivia meeting up because, as we all know, that relationship is toxic. It is. They were just looking for a closet somewhere. Mm-hmm. It was the two young black girls who saw Olivia picture at the museum and said, we the people, and we knew that in that future it means them too. Mm-hmm. I would like to again thank Nirma Nyambis for Black Love Matters for their adventures in Colonizer Valley, which should be a Black TV series. Also, I would like to thank the listeners to help make all this possible, keep succeeding, and keep asking Nirma for more merch. Wakanda forever until next time.
Keep asking for more merch. Ask and you shall receive.
Yeah, but I did. That made my heart smile when I was too young. Because it's serious, right? Mm-hmm. And them babies. And I'm a big baby, a grown woman. And I'm sure when I go see Barack and Michelle, I'm going to be having there with my mouth open crying. Mm. Well, you know, even when I go to the MLK monument, and as Niram know, we go every time.
She always go see me. Go take me to go see the king.
And I just stand there and look for at least 5 minutes. And they're like, we done seen it. I said, hush. I'm looking at the king. It's something about it, right? Mm-hmm. It's the sacrifices that our ancestors made. I think we said it in our Pan Around table. Ain't no German shepherds after us. The least we can do, right?
Right.
Is continue to fight and forge for it, right? So we can get some more monuments. We can make some more stuff happen.
Right.
So that's what I, got from it. What else you got from Scandal? What do you like the open ended? Niram doesn't like the open ended.
I don't.
I'm hoping Shonda was just leaving space for a movie.
I don't like the open-endedness, truthfully. I like when everything's all tied up, like American Horror Story. Like, everybody died.
But American Horror Story, he's not going to make no movie after it.
I
Like,
know. Who said Shonda's going to make a movie?
oh, boy, boo. I hope they do it just like Sex in the City. Give us, maybe not 10 years, maybe about 5 years. Go ahead and make a movie.
Mm-hmm.
You don't think?
Right.
We must find out. And then what Shonda already said, she already know why her picture's up there, but she ain't going to tell us. Because she's saving her rights for Paramount.
She's saving her rights for Netflix.
Oh, my God. Shonda.
What if the Scandal is the Scandal movie
Yeah.
on Netflix?
Yeah, I can see that. Not now. Maybe about 5 years.
Uh-huh.
Who said we ain't going to see Olivia Pope on How to Get Away with Murder?
We hoping.
Yeah.
I would love to see
Maybe
that.
one episode. But we
Hell,
don't
I
know
was
what.
thinking
Well, obviously
recurring guest star.
she's still involved in politics. If she got her picture in a photo gallery, and it wasn't too far down the line, it wasn't like a gray hair Olivia.
Mhm.
Looked like it was taken the following week. So what done happen?
Right. Look, Melly got done. Melly retired. Liv said, I'm going to go ahead and do this.
She thinks she gonna go ahead and run for president and be
Yeah.
the first black woman?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you'll be a bad bitch, right? You don't went from the side piece to rigging well, I'm assuming they didn't release all that to the public, so they don't know what really happened. Yeah. I mean, that's the other scary thing, right?
And her
That
daddy.
the public, we just look. Meanwhile, on the ranch, just like Papa Pope said, we're just eating Trader Joe's avocados and don't know what the fuck is going on. What? You know who I missed in the finale?
What?
Mama Pope.
Yeah.
I thought she was gonna swoop in like Superman.
Livy.
Maybe you thought I'd leave you. I love you. I thought she was gonna be like, I got bored in Paris. But Mama Pope, she said what she said, and she meant what she said, and she meant what she said. And she said, I'm done with this shit. I'm going to Paris. Eat a
I
croissant.
want one of those fancy coats you got,
Yeah, and I'm getting the fuck out of
and
here.
I want a real croissant.
Or like, I wish we could have fast forwarded to like Olivia in Paris or something. Like, I really want that mother-daughter relationship to be healed. And do you think her ass went to Vermont and made some blueberry jam?
Yes.
But then you think she broke up?
And it's like, Fitz, I got to go be president.
And then what he said?
Oh, I'll support you.
Shut up. That's his one line. I'll support you. You think Millie and the black boy kicking it?
Absolutely.
You think she had a black child?
Once you go black, never go black.
What is it? Once you go black, you never go back? You think she have a black child?
I don't know. I don't know.
Why you said he's young?
I don't know, but I don't know if I don't know if her eggs are able to
Child.
produce.
You'll be surprised at what them old fermented eggs will do for you. Please, no shade. You talking about my grandmother had kids since she was in her 40s.
Mm-hmm.
So you never know, honey.
You never know.
And when you don't distress the president, I'm sure all the hormones and everything. I'm sure every egg that was held up was released.
Mm.
Speaking of kids, what happened to our kids? Why we never seen them again?
Boarding school.
Did anybody else have kids except Robin?
Boarding school.
Yeah, is her name Robin?
No.
Yes,
Quinn.
that Quinn's baby name is Robin.
Yeah, you're right.
Because remember we called her Pigeon. All right, come on. Anything else about Scandal?
No.
It's the end of an era.
Mhm.
It feels a little bit of an end of an era, doesn't it? I remember
It
when I
does.
first discovered Scandal. It was around when Walking Dead came out. Like, it's the end of an era. And the new stuff that's out, I'm not here for it. I haven't watched We the People. Is that on BET or is that Shonda's new one? I haven't watched her last couple pilots I haven't watched. Because remember she had one about Romeo and Juliet? They lasted 2 episodes. And we were like, no. This is us. Respectfully, Shonda, no.
Nope.
And then she had another court one, didn't she? Am I making that up?
She had to chase.
I like The Chase.
I don't know if that got reviewed.
No, that got canceled. But she come to Netflix, so she had to start rounding this stuff out. Shonda, what you can do, shut all the other shit down on ABC, and just go ahead and keep Grey's Anatomy because that can go on for 1 million years. And then take the rest of your shit to Netflix.
Yeah.
And get Raw.
Yeah. More titties.
What?
More nudity.
Why does that mean nudity?
Because that's when you know it's good.
Speaking of, no, I guess it's not. I was thinking about True Blood, and then I was thinking about Lafayette, and I was thinking about Need Some Good because on this weekend I watched True to the Game again on Netflix. If y'all missed our review to True to the Game, go. I might find the number. We're gonna have to retweet it. We did a whole review on True to the Game, and it's now on Netflix, and I watched it again. It's amazing.
Yeah, I came in one day. I was like, "Nate, what the hell you doing? Watching you to the game?"
Watching the best movie ever written. This is a hood classic, and y'all niggas is not putting respect on it because Columbus Short is in it. Y'all wrong. It's a hood classic.
It is a classic.
And then Lafayette, what's his Nielsen Ellis?
Yeah.
Playing the fuck out of it. I even think about him, like his suicide and his depression, right? Like even the way he played nonchalant in the movie. I'm like, is he really just like, I'm done with all of this shit? Like, like in the movie, I didn't know it was the character, but like some of the scenes, you like, I almost felt like, because when you watch it multiple times, you can pay attention to like sub characters and nonverbals and stuff in the background. I swear a few times he rolled his fucking eyes.
He probably did.
And it was not. Doesn't look like it was part of the script. What you mean? I still laugh at the part in The True to the Game where, again, it's Lafayette and his woman's like, what if your woman get captured? He said, shit, that bitch, every bitch for theyself. I'm not coming to get her. I said, what type of shit is this? Look what the type of name they give you.
You on your own.
And she's like, yeah, daddy. I said, what type of shit is this? All right, now we got some kitchen table talk.
Yeah, we do.
All right, gonna read it or is it a voicemail?
We got one that we got to read, and one is a voicemail.
All right, well, which one we gonna do? We do the other one Friday.
Let's do the one we read, because I don't feel like playing with my phone to get the voicemail.
Okay, thank you, Niram.
So as always, if you want to leave
I'm gonna need you a little more energy than that, Niram. Looks like he's about to get in bed.
Look, I'm trying to work on my light skinned voice like that.
Like Devontae.
Why
you keep picking with Devontae about that? I don't like this. Did we have an episode about colorism?
What you mean?
Colorism
It's
is
not
very
colorism.
deep in our community.
He family. And
I
what
know.
we do, we play the dozens on each other.
What if he called you a I'm not gonna say it.
He have.
What? I've never heard him say it.
Because
You don't say it in front of me?
no.
But they called you Fancy got a line of first and Niram tried one on and they called you Umbaka.
I know.
This nigga's Umbaka. You did look like him.
I did. I should have kept that fur.
I don't know if you just gonna walk out of the house with a fur.
Yeah.
She from Detroit, honey.
I know. I'm from Detroit too.
Jesus.
So-
Been on the news. I had to come to Black Loves Community.
That's what I'm saying.
Free Niram and Fancy. They both in jail.
Yeah.
Come on, read this email.
All right. It says, I'm writing to ask a question of my fam. I'm dating a wonderful man
Yeah.
and have been since September of last year. I'm 44 with no children, and he is divorced with a 15 and 18-year-old,
How old
and he is 47.
Oh, okay.
We have discussed marriage, and we are at the age where
Yeah, you don't need to wait. If you're going to do it.
we don't care to have games being played
Absolutely.
or played games.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like over that 40 is we doing, and I think you can get remarried as many times as you want, but we don't need to court for no 10 years.
Right.
What we doing, right?
I have not met his children yet, and there's a huge part of me that's okay with it. But just because children's a whole nother dynamic to any relationship, but there's a small part that is questioning his motives as to why I haven't met his children yet.
Yeah.
I have brought it up to him, and he said he wants his children to meet me, but wants it to be organic.
I don't know what that means.
How do I bring this up again without sounding naggy? Without sounding like I'm naggy or being self-centered.
Yeah.
Love you first.
Yeah, I think it's a great question. Oh, excuse me.
Yeah.
Look, we're going through motions tonight.
Yeah.
And I think you should. How long they been dating, did they say?
Since last September. So it's not a
It's
year
not
yet.
a year yet. I think if the kids were younger, it'd be okay for like to go a year. But I think by that year mark, you need to meet the kids, right? Because I think by that year mark, y'all need to make the decision that are we going to, do this another year? So are we working towards marriage or not?
Right.
If that's what y'all want, right? So I think that's just the initial conversation to say, is marriage something you're interested in? Is something I'm interested, yes or no? And based off that, then truly deciding what y'all want to do, right? So I think the year mark is for me.
Yeah, I
Before I have to
agree.
say something, but definitely about a year. I don't know what the fuck you talking about organic. Y'all not gonna run each other at the Starbucks, right? No, that's canceled. What's available for us? Red Lobster.
I think there's a lot of stuff that needs to be answered. Like, are they in the same city or state?
It doesn't matter. I don't think that matters.
I think that does matter.
I don't.
So, like, what if the kids only visit for the summertime? Well,
You make fucking time.
well, shit.
They ain't
If
been there yet.
they ain't been there yet. So
Well,
I don't
she
know.
should know that.
I don't know what's the
The
context.
hesitancy.
Yeah.
The baby mama.
Maybe that. But I also think if the shoe was on the other foot and a woman and this was old dude emailing us.
Yeah.
And the woman be like, I just want to take it slow because, I don't want to bring no man around my kids like that.
I agree, but these not little kids.
I understand, but still.
I think the younger the kids are, then we can go over a year. But these kids is basically fucking.
I know, but some people still have that mentality. Like, well, I don't want to bring my kid. I don't want to bring any old woman around.
I said a year.
I understand, and I agree.
I think you don't have to stress anything, sis, to a year. And at that year mark is when you have the conversation. And when you bring it up to them is when y'all having a conversation about you all, right? So once you understand, like once you be like, okay, so we're committed to each other, we're moving forward, then you bust in and say, well, the next step is, I think it's important for me to meet your family. Now, I'm not saying we got to go away for the weekend.
Right.
Can we have a 30-minute coffee date? Right? You know what I'm saying? Well, don't even say a lunch or a dinner. Can we just go grab coffee? So can we go to Panera? Right? And go that way, right? And daddy should be prepping them kids anyway to say, I've been around this woman. I really care about her. Like,
y'all about to have a stepmama.
Okay. Now Miriam's getting shit started.
You can call her mama too.
You call her first name. These kids is grown. And go from there. But I think that's completely okay because flip side for you too, sis, you got to interview them. Right. What if they crazy?
Well, they take it.
Come on.
You need to sleep.
And how old is she? 44?
44.
Juicy, honey. You can find somebody. Because that's the thing. If you marrying into the family, you're not just marrying this man. You're marrying these children.
And the baby mama.
Yeah.
Or the ex-wife.
The ex-wife, yeah. Yeah, I'm more curious about that ex-wife than the kids, right? Because the ex-wife going to set the tone.
Right.
So I'm curious about the relationship the husband has, that your partner has with the ex-wife. Because she the one who going to be talking in the air, right?
Shit, she probably the reason why you ain't met the kids yet.
Oh, it ain't probably. But these kids are old enough where he should be able to put his foot down. Like, but again, I give a year. But even through this year, he should still be, your name should be brought up. It shouldn't be like, we know nothing about you. Right? Your name should be casually, oh, yeah, that's dad friend, or I know they hang out, like that point. But I don't think you need to stress it to that year point. But before you even get to that, meeting the kids, you need to have a straight up conversation and say, what we doing? Because I can't believe in the same tone, he gonna be like, yeah, I want to marry you, but you can't meet my kids. Well, you don't want to marry me now. You wasting my fucking time. That's what you're doing. Unless his kids is, is there something going on there?
Right.
Is he hot? Like, I don't even, they baby sociopaths or what? You never know.
You never know.
Yeah, so I'm thinking that could be going. So if it ain't the baby mama, it might be something with the kids or they special needs and he's not comfortable telling you. Or
maybe he's doing you a favor. But I mean, he's kids.
And the thing is, sis, you want to meet them kids in enough time to be like, and interact with them a little bit to say, oh, is this what I want? Because like I said, 15 and 18, like I know I'm teasing they're grown, but kids can come in and out your house to about 30. So it looks like you still got about 15 years of one of them. And you got to be like, is this something I'm willing to do? And do you got kids, sis? Or a dog or something? And I feel like if you have kids or a dog, because you love your dog like your kid too.
Right. You need
they
to mix it
bring them around too to see how that all interact.
Right. And the dog got to meet the kids.
Just got to sniff it. See if they start growling.
Right.
But no, I don't think you're crazy. And I think the way that you bring it up is, closer to this year. So maybe at 9.5, 10 months now, you start talking to them like, so where are we moving with this relationship? And no pressure with that. Don't be like, you better put a ring on them. Just have a straight up, like, I'm feeling you, but I just want to know where you're at. It seems like y'all had that type of relationship anyway.
Right.
And then I think after you agree on where your relationship going, the next logical question is, all right, well, I think it's time for us to, integrate our families. And on your side too, if you don't have no kids or adults, sis, if you got a mama, a sister, a auntie, a best friend, like it's time for you to start integrating these people to him or however it's going, vice versa too.
I completely agree. But yeah, a year mark is a good.
I think year. Anything over that year, I'd be a little sketchy too. But like I said, we don't have kids either.
Right.
I think honestly, he probably could have introduced you around 6 months because they're older. But yeah, people are funny about their children.
Yes.
But a year, even if they're young, I think a year we need to say something because I don't think you should be hanging around someone being that serious with someone. Your kid be like, I don't know, they out with somebody. Isn't they invisible?
Right.
That's weird, right? Then it gets to the different weird part. It was like, well, who you going out with?
Right.
Why didn't you bring then the kids start acting like, well, who is this motherfucker, right? So I think a year is kind of that mark where you got to make a decision. And usually in any relationship, kids involved or not, that's kind of where it's like, well, what are we doing here? Yeah, nothing to play. But let us know how it goes, sis.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Niram, you hilarious. You said he might be protecting.
You're right. He might be doing you a favor.
Yeah, but that's what I want. I'm gonna reiterate that, sis. When you meeting with them kids, make sure you checking them out. Maybe even like once you meet them a few times, maybe a month or two, like maybe at the 15-month mark, go ahead and be like, I just want to take the kids out.
Right.
And just ask them, just see how they doing, just to see if it feel comfortable, right? And that can be even the organic thing. I'm curious what he was talking about. I just got a little sketchy when he talking about he wanted to happen organically. How's it gonna happen organically? And I don't even know their Facebook name. Like, who are they? What? No, what did he mean by that, Nero?
Organically, like he don't want it to be forced. Like I'm gonna bring the kids over, and you gonna
Why?
meet my woman.
Why?
Because he wanted to be organic. So maybe he waiting for like a barbecue or something, a little cookout.
Well, why don't he host one?
Because the weather been shitty.
Okay, now you're taking his side.
I'm not taking his side. I'm just saying.
1 year, sis. So you by September, you need to meet them. You need to meet them.
Meet it then.
Sorry. All right, now we're gonna close this on out.
Yes, to submit your Black love story, go
This
to Black
love story. I need it.
Yes. Go to blacklovematters.com/love story to submit a question for Kitchen Table Talk. Shoot us an email at blacklovematters@gmail.com. To leave us a comment about anything that we talked about, head on over to blacklovematters.com. We also got that SoundCloud. And we also got that voicemail, 508-784-1111. That's 508-784-1111. We'll talk to y'all later. Keep picking up that merch.
Yes,
and
thank y'all so
remember,
much.
love is ever evolving.
Peace.
Peace.